Oh, it feels so good. It feels so good. Microphone check 1 2 1 2. Microphone check 1 2 1 2. Y'all know what day it is. Y'all know what time it is, and y'all know who y'all looking at. Want to welcome y'all to another episode of Club Pizzle. I'm of course your host, Don P. Pizzle, Pod God, all of those names. I want to thank you guys for your continued support of this platform. I want to thank you guys for your continued support of this podcast and everything that I have going. I greatly appreciate y'all. Programming notes. There's a new episode of Full Disclosure up with myself and Jocelyn Brown. Make sure y'all go check that out. It's on the Happy Hour Network Spotify account. All my Spotify supporters. Also, the Best Damn Podcast period is coming soon. New episodes, I'll name this segment later, will be coming. There won't be I'll name this segment later Tuesday. I might do it Wednesday. There won't be one Tuesday because I'll be going to game 2 of the Cleveland Cavaliers and Orlando Magic. If I'm able to pre-record something, then I might drop something. But I'm just telling y'all right now, I'm going to the game. It's only right that I go and support my Cleveland Cavaliers. I went to enough games this year. I feel like, hey, I need to go. And I will be there with bells on. I'm trying to think of what else. I think that's it for the time being. This Saturday, if you guys aren't doing anything, 420, I will be at Exotic Cuisines. Come on out. This is episode 2 of season 2, or is it episode 3, Meech, of Battleground. It's the second one for Ohio. Shout out to Cass, the artist, our defending champion. It is a loaded card. This Saturday. This Saturday, we will be at Exotic Cuisines. It's a loaded card. I heard there's gonna be some heavy hitters in the building. Hollywood Cass is gonna be in the building. I'll be in the building. Mr. Shredder is gonna be in the building. Timbuktu is gonna be in the building. Fly Like Bees is gonna be in the building. Jumpman Sosa is gonna be in the building. DJ Verb is gonna be in the building. Don Prince is gonna be in the building. Shout out to the Battleground Gang is what I call them. We don't have an official name. Battleground recaps. I'm not sure what's going on with that. I'm gonna get with Meech, and me and Meech are gonna talk about that. But yeah, man, just be here, just be ready. We got a lot of things coming up. The NFL draft is next week, so y'all might get Club Pizzle a day early. I'm just gonna tell y'all that now. Y'all might get Club Pizzle next Wednesday because I am going to probably be watching the draft or looking for some type of a draft party to go to. I'm sure just mad, whatever. Y'all don't give a shit. Y'all ain't looking. It's cool. It's just the way that I'm moving. Yeah, y'all might get an early Club Pizzle. Who knows, man? I'm just doing some things out there. I control everything over here at the Happy Hour Network, so I'm able to do what the hell I want to do. And the last thing before we get into today's show, I want to thank everyone who put in votes for me for the Scene Magazine's Best of Cleveland to get me nominated for Cleveland's for the Best Sports Podcast. The results haven't come back as of yet. When those results come back, y'all gonna know if I'm nominated or not because I'm gonna talk about it, and I'm gonna continue to talk about it, and I'm gonna continue to push and push and push and push to see if y'all can get me that dub and get me that award. I'm making a quick program switch. There won't be a full NBA playoff preview, but I'm gonna do the Cavs. I'm gonna talk Cleveland Cavaliers because unfortunately I have to work this weekend. That's the only reason I'm not going to game 1 is because I have to work. Ain't that a bitch? And the game is at 1:00, and I'll still be at work at 1:00. So y'all will get a Cavaliers preview. I'm going to record it tomorrow, and I just might put it out tomorrow. Before, well, it'll probably be during the play-in games. So just be looking for that. We'll talk. You know what? I'll just do a full NBA preview, and whatever happens there just happens there. Y'all just know y'all gonna get some stuff, man. It's some more content. Yeah, man, brother, busy this week, man. Did the new full disclosure. I named this segment later, Club Pizzle, and you'll get a playoff preview or a Cavaliers preview. You're gonna get one of the two. I'll just throw that out there. Now let's get to it, man, because y'all already know we are here for a good time and not a long time, right? As of right now, the NBA playoff brackets look like this. The Boston Celtics will be taking on the winner of the Eastern Conference play-in game, which I'm going to get to in a second. The 4-5 matchup is the Cleveland Cavaliers and the Orlando Magic. The 2-7 matchup, the New York Knicks take on the Philadelphia 76ers. I'll do that. And the Milwaukee Bucks in the 3-6 matchup take on the Indiana Pacers. And in the West, the number 1 seed is the Oklahoma City Thunder. They will be taking on the winner of the Western Conference play-in game. The 4-5 matchup is the Clippers and the Dallas Mavericks, which has been like set in stone for like damn near seems like 2 weeks. The 2-7 matchup, the Denver Nuggets and the Los Angeles Lakers. And the 3-6 matchup is the Minnesota Timberwolves and the Phoenix Suns. Now let's get to the play-in tournament. I'm gonna recap this real quick. I'll start with the winners, or I'll start with the West. The Los Angeles Lakers went down to New Orleans to defeat the New Orleans Pelicans. In a very good game. It was a very well played game. LeBron and AD showed up. The Lakers just showed up, and the New Orleans Pelicans didn't, except for Zion Williamson. And it sucks that my guy dropped 40 and had to come out in the final 3 minutes of the game or whatever. I honestly believe had he not gotten injured and had to not come out of the game, the Pelicans would have won the game because he carried them. This was one of the first times that you can actually say that Zion Williamson looks like a superstar, or he can be a superstar, or he's the guy. Brandon Ingram didn't show up. CJ McCollum didn't show up. Now they got to show up. And in the other Western Conference game, the Sacramento Kings defeated the Golden State Warriors. The Golden State Warriors are eliminated. They were the first team to pass the sticks, if you will. Everybody's talking about, is this the end of the Golden State Warriors dynasty? If I were a betting man, I would say yes. That Warriors big three, it's about done. I don't know if I think Klay Thompson's gone. Where he's going to end up, like, we're going to have to see. He's saying he still has to figure his future out. He just might retire, y'all. I mean, who knows? But that team is going to look a whole lot different next year. Steph and Draymond are still going to be there. Jonathan Kuminga will be there. Moody should be there. But expect for Andrew Wiggins to get moved. Expect for just that team to look different. Who knows? I ain't even gonna start naming names and throwing stuff out there yet. I'll probably do that sometime later. But the Golden State Warriors passed the sticks. And in the Eastern Conference, the Philadelphia 76ers defeated the Miami Heat in a great ball game. Nicholas Batum. Gotta give it up for Nick Batum. Nick Batum played his ass off. I haven't seen him play like that since he was with the Portland Trailblazers a long time ago. That was like 3 teams ago for him. Fuck it. Tough luck for the Miami Heat, and I'll get to that. And the Chicago Bulls defeated the Atlanta Hawks. The Atlanta Hawks passed the sticks. Listen, they need to, that team is not going to, Break it down and start all over again. If you want to build it around Trae Young, you got to break that thing all the way down. Trade DeJounte Murray. You have to trade DeAndre Hunter. Clint Capella, you could afford to hold on to him, but it's not going to work. DeJounte and Trae Young aren't going to work because when one of them is on, the other one isn't. You can almost say that about the Cleveland Cavaliers, but we're not talking about the Cleveland Cavaliers right now. We're talking about the Atlanta Hawks. That team has hovered between 35 and 40 wins for the last 3 years. They were in the Eastern Conference Finals. What was that, 3 years ago? And been hovering in the play-in for the last few years. Beat the Cavaliers 1 year, bowed out last year, and again, bow out this year. So they're gonna have to figure that out over there. Quinn Snyder, I have no issue with Quinn Snyder. You put the right team around Quinn Snyder, and he'll make something happen. But that's a 36-win team that we saw go down. Kobe White dropped 42 points. DeMar DeRozan showed up. Love DeMar DeRozan. We are sure going to miss DeMar DeRozan when he leaves. He is one of the last of the mid-range shooters. Hey, bring the midi back. A lot of these guys will last a whole lot longer. So that brings us to tomorrow night's play-in games. The Chicago Bulls have to travel to take on the Miami Heat. That is going to be the first game. I believe these games are on ESPN tomorrow night. The Miami Heat have an uphill battle because Jimmy Butler is hurt. Jimmy Butler got hurt early in the Philly game and wasn't the same. He played, but he was not the Jimmy Butler that everybody is used to seeing. Tyler Hero, Bam Adebayo, it's up to y'all. I'm not sure if Terry Rozier is going to play. I doubt it. I highly doubt it. But the Heat could be in trouble, and the Heat could go home. The Chicago Bulls could creep in. Just imagine if somebody would have told you that the Chicago Bulls, without Lonzo Ball, who's been out for 2 years, without Zach LaVine, who got injured during the season, has been out. He was marked out for the season, I believe, in February or something like that. If you would have told me this team could get the 8th seed after all of this, I would have laughed in your face. But it's an outside chance. If Kobe White shows up the way he did last night, if DeMar DeRozan plays out of his freaking mind the way he played out of his mind, if Alex Caruso can go crazy, if Vucevic goes crazy, there's a chance that the Chicago Bulls will be taking on the Boston Celtics in these coming up playoffs. It's a chance. We just have to see what Miami is made of. We have to see we'll see what Heat culture is all about tomorrow when they have the home crowd and going up against the Chicago Bulls. And in the Western play-in game, this is actually a play-in game here. The Sacramento Kings have to travel to take on the New Orleans Pelicans. The Pelicans have an uphill battle. Zion Williamson is out, and if they advance, he is going to be out probably for at least the first round. And the way that the Sacramento Kings played, and they are without Kevin Huerter, they're without Malik Monk, it doesn't matter because De'Aaron Fox is there. Keegan Murray is there, and he is balling. And most importantly, you have Domas. You have Domantas Sabonis, man in the middle. Look, if I'm going to make a pick here, and let me go and make these picks, I'm going to pick the Chicago Bulls to win. Without Jimmy Butler, without Terry Rozier, I'm going to go with Chicago. And I'm going to go with the Sacramento Kings. I'm picking both road teams, y'all. I'm picking the road teams to advance. Good luck to these teams. But I can see the Sacramento Kings getting this dub. And I'm going off of what I saw in these teams' last game. The Sacramento Kings, whoo, they lit it up. And this team has something to prove. And with Zion out and Brandon Ingram just coming back and not looking good, it's CJ McCollum doing his usual playoff disappearing act. Oh, not to mention Jose Alvarado. Who knows if he's going to play? He turned both ankles against the Lakers on Tuesday. So, again, man, we're going to have to see. Good luck to these teams. Jonte Porter, Toronto Raptors player Jonte Porter, younger brother of Michael Porter Jr., received a lifetime ban. And he should have. And he deserves it. Giving information to bookies and limiting his own role, you deserve to be banned for life with your dumb ass. How stupid can you be? I'm gonna leave it there. This kind of wonder, this makes you wonder, like with gambling being legal, now all of y'all, like, I don't want to get into it because I don't feel like hearing anybody's mouth. The WNBA draft took place on Monday. I watched quite a bit of it. I'm gonna run through the first round in a second, but congratulations to all of these young ladies. And this was the highest rated WNBA draft of all time. How fire is that? And I really sat and I watched the first round. I watched the first round of this. I'm gonna run through this first round. I was gonna do the top 10, but then I said, oh shit, they got 12 teams. So let me just run through all of it. The number one pick of the Indiana Fever, Caitlin Clark from Iowa. My question is, who the fuck else would it be? She is going to go up to Indiana and team up with Aaliyah Boston. That's going to be pretty damn good. Number 2, the Los Angeles Sparks selected Cameron Brink from Stanford. Y'all know, if y'all probably don't watch a lot of women's college basketball, but she was one of those ones. And I was Monday years old when I found out that she had ties to Steph Curry and Seth Curry, the Currys. So she was bred to be good. The Chicago Sky, with their third pick, selected Camila Cardoso from South Carolina. I love this young lady at 6'7". She is relentless and she is a dog, another dog that Dawn Staley has put in the WNBA. The Los Angeles Sparks also had their number 4 pick. They picked Rakia Jackson from Tennessee. Salute to the Lady Vols getting another draft pick there. Quick little tidbit about Pizzle. I watched a lot of college basketball like in the late 90s and early 2000s. I was a fan of the Tennessee Lady Vols. I was a fan of the late, great Pat Summitt. May God rest her soul. So the Shamika Randalls and the Tamika Catchings, Kelly Jolly, Shamika Holsclaw, Candace Parker. Like, I know a little something. Dallas selected J.C. Sheldon from The Ohio State University with the 5th pick. The Washington Mystics selected UConn standout Aaliyah Edwards. Surprisingly, I thought Paige Buchers would have entered this draft, and I believe if Paige Buchers would have entered this draft, she probably would have been the number 2 pick. Probably. Or either 2 or 4, one of those. because Paige is one of them, and Paige has it. Number 7 was Angel Reese, Chicago. Salute to Angel Reese. And let me tell you, when I say the internet's all the damn time, why did somebody? I had to get off of Instagram for about 10 minutes because I was laughing so hard at the fact that somebody called that girl O Block Barbie. What in the hell is wrong with the internet? Oh, salute to Angel Reese though. Seriously. Putting her and Camila Cardoso together in Chicago. I was Monday years old when I found out that the great Teresa Weatherspoon was the head coach in Chicago. So expect that team to turn around really, really quickly. I'm gonna keep an eye on them. Like everybody, of course, everybody's gonna watch Caitlyn and the Indiana Fever. Of course, people are gonna watch the Liberty because the Liberty has Sabrina and all and that squad, and everybody's gonna watch Vegas because Vegas is the other like squad in the WNBA. But I'm gonna be looking out for Chicago. I'm gonna be looking out for LA because both of them had very, very good drafts. The thing about the women's game is those teams that get these top draft picks, they turn it around really quickly. And I look at it because when Candace Parker got drafted to LA at number 1 when they were down, they shot up really quickly. Candace won Rookie of the Year and MVP. When Minnesota was down, they added Maya Moore, and I believe Simone Augustus was there with her. And they immediately shot up. Hey, y'all didn't know I knew all of this about women's college basketball, about women's basketball or the program, but look at y'all finding out some shit. Where was I? Minnesota. Speaking of, at number 8, they chose Elisa Peely from Utah. Number 9, Dallas had another top 10 pick. That's another team you can look out for. Is Dallas. They drafted Carla Liete from France. Number 10, the Connecticut Sun drafted Lila Lacan from UConn. No, she's from France. Sorry. She's going to Connecticut. 11, New York got Marquisha Davis from Ole Miss. And at 12, Atlanta, they got this, I guess, from Vegas or whatever. Nia Du Pouch in Atlanta. So congratulations to those young ladies as they start their journey in the WNBA. I am looking forward to the WNBA season. I don't know about y'all. I may or may not speak about the WNBA here. I will add this, though. I hear there are some rumblings of the WNBA expanding. Hopefully, Dan Gilbert. Hey, Big Dan, Big Dog. You got me blocked on Twitter. Just to let y'all know, whoever is controlling his Twitter account, please unblock Don P216 on Twitter, X, whatever the fuck we calling it now. Big Dan, bring the Rockers back, man. Bring a franchise, bring a WNBA franchise back to Cleveland. I promise you, I will be in line, one of the first people to become a season ticket holder for, if it's the Cleveland Rockers or whatever the WNBA franchise is. I will be right. I will, and we'll pay half up front. Shit. If anybody is interested, on some of my weekends off, I am going to take a trip out to Indianapolis to watch Caitlin Clark in person. That's about the closest WNBA team to us here in Cleveland is Indianapolis. Go down there Friday, go to Indy. Let's go to Indy. My real ones, my people. Let's go to Indy. I'm going to see Caitlin Clark. Chicago isn't far. I wouldn't mind going up to the Chi, going to watch Angel and Camilla. Never been to Minnesota. DC isn't a bad place to go. New York isn't a bad place to go. But Indiana is right there. I'm going there. I will definitely go down there. But let's try to get a WNBA team back in Cleveland. Dan Gilbert. Hell, whoever owns the Jimmy Haslett, somebody bring women's game back to Cleveland. You got a season ticket holder right here in me. Coming up this weekend, Saturday 420, the Devin Haney Ryan Garcia fight is coming up. This is a big fight. This is one of those big fights. I don't know if y'all been watching a lot of the lead up, but I had to stop because it got annoying to me. Ryan Garcia became highly freaking annoying to me. I was just sick of that shit. I was like, look, man, I don't want to watch this dude. I'm sick of him. He's annoying. I know he's probably trying to sell the fight, like doing all the dumb shit. Like, I didn't have time for that. Just show up to the ring. My prediction, I think Devin Haney's going to win it. On points, by decision. Going to go 12. I don't think he's going to knock Ryan out. That's just me. And finally, before I get out of here, the U.S. has named the Olympic team. We have the 12, and it's in Avengers. I'm going to run through the list. Bam Adebayo. Y'all know what he can do. The big man, versatile. He is the only NBA player that can say that they beat Michael Beasley one-on-one, according to Mike Beasley. Mike Beasley say he never lost. Like, what's my man's name? Big LeVar Ball. Devin Booker. Y'all know what Book can do. Steph Curry, Anthony Davis, Kevin Durant, Anthony Edwards, Joel Embiid, Tyrese Halliburton, Drew Holiday, LeBron James, Kawhi Leonard, and Jason Tatum. That is the Olympic team that will be representing the United States in the Summer Olympics. That's damn near a merge, bro. There's a few guys that were left off. Hopefully this stays where it is. A lot of these guys are making playoff runs. Book, AD, KD, Anthony Edwards, Embiid, Halliburton, Drew, Bron, Kawhi. Everybody here, their teams are in the playoffs. Curry's out. Bam's might end tomorrow. But this is I like this. You got your combination, you got your bigs, you got Bam, and you got AD. Your point guards, you got Drew Holiday, you got Tyrese Halliburton. You can't get a more pure point guard than Tyrese Halliburton. You got your young gun, you got your Anthony Edwards, you got your Devin Booker, you got your Jason Tatum. And you got your wily veterans. You got Bron, you got KD, and you got Steph. And then you throw Joel Embiid in there. I honestly didn't think that Kawhi Leonard would get that last spot. I thought it would have been Kyrie Irving, or I thought it would have been a Donovan Mitchell. But that's me. But I like that. And I'm looking forward to these Olympics. With that said, y'all, we're going to get up out of here. I did really, really good. We got 30 minutes, y'all. Again, make sure y'all tune in. I'm gonna either do a Cavs or a NBA preview. It's gonna come to y'all Saturday. It'll be like Saturday morning. It'll be like Saturday at 11 a.m. or something like that. I'm gonna just do an NBA playoff preview. I just gotta make sure that I'm up and alert for these play-in games. I'm gonna be up late night and I gotta get up and go to work. So it's just gonna be up. And I'm gonna just have to be up late and I'm going to just have to record it at 11, 12 o'clock at night, whatever. I got to give y'all my predictions at least. Oh, before I get out of here, damn, I almost forgot. Postseason, regular season awards. I got my board here. I got my board over there. I'm tripping. I'm glad I looked over here. Let me give y'all my regular season awards right now. And then we're going to get out of here. I'm going to just start from, I'll give MVP last and all of those. Executive of the year, I'm going to give it to Brad Stevens. Brad Stevens going out to get Drew Holiday, bringing in Kristaps Porzingis, trading away Marcus Smart. The shit worked because they got the best record in the league. They have home court throughout the entire playoffs, and this team played its ass off. The clutch player of the year, I'm going to go with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Nobody does it like Shai. Coach of the year, Mark Daigneault from Oklahoma City. To take the youngest, this is the youngest team to ever get the 1 seed. That ain't nothing. Like, you can't just gloss over that. I wasn't expecting this team to turn out to be the 1 seed in the West. I honestly didn't. I knew they were good because I saw them in person. I saw Shai. I saw Chet. I saw the Jalen Williamses. I saw Luke Dort. Like, I saw Josh Giddey. They got a nice little squad. And for Mark, I got to give him Coach of the Year. Sixth Man of the Year, I got to go with Naz Reid. Naz Reid up in Minnesota. Another pleasant surprise of a team. I'm going with Naz. Most Improved Player, he won it for me last night. Kobe White, you got me, bro. You got that. Like, that's your title. Defensive Player of the Year. Now, I went back and forth to this. I went back and forth with this up until about 5 minutes before I recorded. I'm going to say Rudy Gobert. I want to pick Victor Wembanyama, but I have a funny feeling how these people vote and how these writers vote. They won't give him DPOY, even though the numbers will tell you that the Defensive Player of the Year should be Victor Wembanyama. The motherfucker averaged damn near 5 blocks a game. But they're going to pick, I'm just going to pick, you know what? I'm going to say Vic, but they're going to give it to Rudy. Victor Wembanyama is DPOY to me. Rookie of the Year is Vic. It's a given. I said at the beginning of the year and in my preview show, I think I said it was going to be him and Chet. Chet Holmgren had a fantastic year. But Victor, his numbers, the team success, he can't help that. You look at Victor's numbers and look at what he did in the minutes played. It's fucking ridiculous. If Pop would have gave him 5 more minutes, he'd have probably averaged like 26 and 15 or something like that. And probably 5 or 6 blocks. Victor Wembanyama is amazing. I'm just going to tell y'all. And the most valuable player, I went back and forth with this one too. When I initially went to make my list early this week, I wrote down 3 names. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Luka Doncic, and Nikola Jokic. I wrote those 3 names down. I looked at the paper. I found highlights of everyone's seasons on YouTube and watched highlights. I actually saw 2 of them in person. I saw Shai and I saw Luka. I went to those 2 games this year. I missed the Nuggets game. I hate that I missed it. I wanted to be I would have been just to be able to sit here to say, hey, I saw these 3 guys, MVP candidates. It would have been a flex for me. looked at the numbers, and it's just off a my gut feeling, that I finally decided, like right now, or not right now, but right before I went on, Nikola Jokic is going to get his third MVP. That's just what it is. All right, y'all. With that said, we are going to be out of here today. I want to thank you guys for your continued support again. Thank y'all for tuning in. All my YouTube people, all my Spotify people, thank y'all. Y'all are greatly appreciated. Make sure y'all tune in. NBA playoff preview Saturday morning, 11 p.m. right here on Happy Hour Network. I'm going to put the YouTube and I'm going to put the Spotify. They're gonna drop simultaneously. Both of them are going to drop Saturday at 11. All right. Y'all know what it is, man. Always protect your peace, protect your energy. The message is more important than the messenger. And creators, be great. Stay positive, because negative energy is trash. Until Saturday. Peace.